is the host of Dolly Vision on YouTube. Check it out, folks. He travels around the country covering all types of cases like this.
What is up, my beautiful people of YouTube? There's already a couple hundred of you in the chat room already. Make sure you do me a solid. You hit that like. If you're brand new, of course, sub up the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and all that good stuff. How you people doing tonight? I hope you're doing good. We heard a lot of information come out tonight about the toxicology and what type of drugs these three young men were on. Now it's coming back that they had, of course, the cocoa, a little bit of that fentanyl, and some THC in their system. Okay. So Jordan in rehab is starting to make a little bit more sense. It seems like these people may have had a little bit of problem with the cocoa plant. Okay, they may had a little bit of addiction to the cocoa plant, and that cocoa plant happened to be a little laced with a little bit of the big F, and it done took all three of these people out the game. Ricky, Clayton, David, rest in peace to these young men. And I mean, it gives the family a little bit of answers to what was going on that night. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. Good evening, Dolly. Hope you are having the most wonderful day. Hope you enjoy your stoner turtle diamond painting. Yes, it is beautiful. You did such a good job. I have it. I'm going to hang it up. I'm trying to get a frame for it now to fit it. So I have it in my shop. So I'm going to hang it in the wall in my shop. So thank you. You must, it 6 months to do this picture she sent me, guys. She did me a picture of this turtle, and she did it all in the little diamonds. And it's probably about like this big and like this. And it's huge. Like, I couldn't imagine. I don't have the patience for that. But thank you so much. That was an awesome gift. You guys are the best. I have the best viewers in the world. Okay. So anyway, these guys, they made that bad decision of choosing to use drugs. Now, there's some rumors out there about the levels that may have been in there, the fentanyl levels and things of that nature, that a 10 will kill you, and these guys had upwards of 30. I don't know if that's true, or if that's just speculation, or if that's something the family's saying, or what's quite true there. But we still have the $1 million question. How did these drugs get into their body? Did they do it? Most likely they did it. Okay. Most likely they probably consumed it, and Jordan consumed it with them. Thank God Alex Lee left, right? If he had left, he might have been dead right along with him, because, you know, he has a past with narcotics. Okay. So everybody was saying, hey, maybe he was the plug, and we still don't know who supplied these drugs. And I think Jordan has a lot of answers that he owes people. Somebody in that house, well, there ain't but was 2 people there other than the 3 men that lost their lives. You need to tell us. Hold on one second, guys. Let me share the screen so I can answer this call. Holly.
Yeah, I was calling. Actually, I was going to call the other day and tell you that wallets were out because they were using their cards to cut lines with. And
maybe,
sure enough, I would have been right.
Maybe you are right there, because that would explain why the wallets were out the pockets, or maybe they were rolling up a dollar bill, or they were.
And then I think they got kicked outside to smoke their joint because it probably would have smelled up his house.
So he lays on the couch. They go outside and die. That explains the wallets being out. Just sad, just totally sad that, and you know, of course, they had a couple 30 packs of beers from what the neighbor's saying. He's seen them go in with 2 30 packs.
Just in case there's not enough going on.
Yeah. And they got themselves holding some bad drugs, and you know, whoever supplied it, if they're still alive, they should be in some type of trouble for this. Somebody needs to answer for it, or they need to explain to where they got the drugs, because there's drugs out here like this killing these people. These drugs will end up in the hands of somebody else and killing somebody else.
Oh yeah, these weren't made just for these 3 guys.
Yeah,
there's more of it out there.
Yeah, it's a whole batch of bad drugs, and that's what's going around. So people in that area, if you're a drug addict in that area, Kansas City area, you better be careful, because there's drugs out there that are killing people. But that's all over this country. Really.
I feel you.
So just saying.
Yeah, I know. I don't mess with street drugs. But
that may explain why all their wallets were out. But here's another $1 million question. Who cleaned up that stuff? Where was the rolled up straws? Where's the paraphernalia? Where's all that stuff?
Well, there weren't any straws because they used their dollar bills for it. And if they were smart, they unrolled them because they didn't want the wives to find out they've been doing lines.
Okay. All right. You must have experienced this before with the old man.
No, I watch a lot of TV.
So I'll be looking for rolled up dollar bills that smell like cocaine and stripper ass. Okay. Thanks for calling in. You be good.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Peace. Okay. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that does make sense exactly why the wallets would have been out. They reached in there. They pulled out their cards. They're over there chopping broccoli. Okay. Dolly. They pulled out the cards. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. It's Kimberly from Florida at this time of year, anyway.
Okay, Kimberly. So what do you think? The big C, and they were mixed with that bad F.
Yeah, but they also said they had THC and some other substances.
Yeah,
that haven't come out yet.
I think the THC is what killed them instantly. As soon as they hit that stuff, boom, dead.
Because they did the other stuff first before they went outside.
I'm assuming that's what it is. The hard drugs is what killed them. I don't think the THC got them. Not that I know of has it killed anybody, but you never know these days.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But
well, I don't know how true this is, but I heard that if you put F in a THC cigarette, that it can't be. It burns out. Like it doesn't. You can't do it like that. That's what I heard.
Oh, I don't
know if it's true because I don't know much about drugs, but
yeah, I don't know too much about hard drugs anyway, you know.
Yeah.
And I stay away from anything closely related to that, and hopefully that never happens, you know, as far as people get it in their smoke.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smokers in this country. Imagine if it started killing smokers, you'd have people dead everywhere.
That is true. That is for true. All
right. You have a wonderful night. You be good. Stay safe.
Thanks, honey. You too.
Right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah. Like drugs ain't the same. It ain't like, it's not pure stuff. Like you think you're doing cocaine like Dewey Cox. And it ain't that anymore. It's a mixture of a whole bunch of drugs they done labbed up together to push so they can cut it, so they can make the most money off of it they can make. People don't care about people's lives. They just care about making money. It's all about money. So they can get these super strong drugs, super cheap, and they mix it with these other drugs. And you may think you're buying one thing, but you're really getting something totally different. You know, everything's so cut and stomped on and all these things for people to make profit off of. That damn, all you know, you probably snorting damn drywall fucking dust. Just say no, people. And it's only getting worse. And there's a lot of these different stuff coming from China. I've been saying this. I've been watching so many documentaries on this stuff, and it's pipelining through Mexico. And you have your fentanyl, and you have something even worse, carfentanil. It's like 1,000 times stronger than fentanyl. So like a crumb of this shit could kill 3 people. It is that powerful. And these are the type of drugs that are hitting the streets. People are dropping like that. So this ain't the last time we're going to see 3 people drop dead off. And probably not even in Kansas City, because this is where these drugs are. So when they mix this stuff up, they don't care if it kills people, right? They don't care. But somebody knows where them drugs came from. And the police in Kansas City, y'all need to get on it. There's some real dangerous shit on y'all streets that are killing people off. And I don't know. I don't know how much they did, because I don't participate in this type of activities. Did they just do too much, or just one little tiny bit and they were done? So a lot of the stuff we're hearing right now at the levels, if the real toxicology report hadn't came back yet, which it hasn't, this is just a preliminary one they did before autopsy, then they don't really know the levels yet. But just say no, people. Just absolutely say no. And it's sad, that this happened because, maybe these people wasn't drug addicts. Maybe they didn't hardly do drugs at all. Maybe they just dibbled and dabbed in drugs occasionally when they were out partying with their boys. Oh, it's a special occasion. Let's do a little bump, go watch some strippers or something, and next thing you know, you're dead. I've had many of friends live that same type of lifestyle, and I've had many of friends die too. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey, what's up there, Sweet Leaf?
Oh, I recognize my voice.
Yeah, it kind of drags.
I'm so upset right now
Why?
because I have my 37-year-old son. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. Oh, I'm going through so much crap right now.
okay. So what's going on with you?
Well, my granddaughter's living here with me,
Uh-huh.
and my son's been, on that M stuff
Uh-huh.
for years, and then he's gotten arrested now, and now he's out.
Does this have anything to do with the
And,
Kansas City 3?
huh?
Does this have anything to do with the Kansas
No,
City 3? My chair's starting
but
to
I'm
shake.
upset.
Huh?
I'm upset.
It's definitely sad. Okay, anything else you want to add? I'm feeling tremors.
No, you didn't earthquake me.
I'm feeling tremors.
Are you okay? I knew they was doing cocaine. I felt it, it's like it's the drug that is it's kind of mild, but like I said, every once in a while back
Hey,
then
you know what rhymes with hiccup?
I would huh?
Do you know what rhymes with hiccup?
I didn't hiccup.
I said, do you know what rhymes with hiccup?
Hippopotamus.
Click up. I couldn't take it. I could not take it. Earthquake. She got earthquake. I swear that it was a tremor. It was a tremor. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like Sweet Leaf, she's on some other world right now. She's gonna come back later. Wherever she done drifted off to in space and time in this YouTube ether that we got going on here. But I hope you feel better there, Sweet Leaf. I'm just picking on you and playing, whatever you got going on in your bubble. Hope it all works out for you. Now, at least Sweet Leaf, she's still here with us. Okay. Physically, maybe not mentally. I'm just playing. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, it's Kimberly again. I just wanted to sneak back on real quick and just tell you that their level 10 will kill a person, but level 30 is what they had in their system.
I'm always on level 30.
Well, they were too, and you're standing, so you're the bigger man.
Yeah, I don't do drugs. I'm on crazy 30, crazy level 30.
Yeah, you're cute as ever, though. I just love you.
All right, you be good.
Yes, sir. Bye.
All right, peace. That's it, level 30. I wake up on level 30. Okay, I piss level 30. Level 30 took these. That's some weak shit right there. Okay, it's going to take level 7,000 to get Dolly out of here. Okay, level 30 just ain't going to do it. You better turn the heat up. You trying to get Dolly dead. Okay, you're going to need a max temperature of at least 1,000 degrees to get me up out of here. I'm going to just say no, poster child. Don't do it. So, and plus I know that people will sell you any damn thing in this world. Okay. They don't care if you live or die. You think people care? All they want is your green, that money. They'll sell you they'll swear it's the best stuff in the world too. I'm telling you, man, this stuff right here, this is shit, right? And it's the same thing with anything in this world. Like, people don't care. It's just about making money. We got these people dead. Dolly.
Yeah, Dolly.
What's up?
This is Robin from North Carolina.
Hey, Robin from Carolina.
Hey.
Hey.
I just want to ask a question because I'm not smart with all this stuff. Is there any way they would be able to tell if they snorted it or if they ingested it?
I mean, possibly. If one of them had a dollar bill sticking out his nose.
Well,
When he walked up, he was in the, it's possible.
but I mean, like in their stomach contents and stuff.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. I can't even say professional. I can't even say professional.
Well, I mean, that's what I was just asking about. I mean,
I would think so. I would think they would swab maybe or something their nose and see if there's anything in there, some residue, some cokey coke residue in the nose. I don't know. I don't know how to.
yeah. Well, I just was wondering, maybe they slipped it in a drink or something, or I mean, by all means, they could have done it themselves.
But I mean, once it's in your bloodstream, it really don't really matter how it got into your body. As soon as it gets into your bloodstream, unless it's all over their face, then they'd be like, yeah, he just stuck his face in a plate of cocaine like Scarface.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if the guy put it in their drink and they didn't know it,
yeah,
and they drank it,
and it killed him, I mean, it's possible. My
that's
whole thing.
I mean, I know about this drug stuff. My son died in 2015, and he'd been on meth and got off that, and then crack and got off that, and then got hooked on pills. And he always told me he would never get off pills if he got on them, and he did. And he got hit by a car, and it killed him 2 days before Christmas.
Was he like messed up on the pills and walked out and trapped?
No, actually, that night he was not. Him and his wife had got in an argument.
So the drugs had nothing to do with him dying, and he just happened to die.
Yeah, that night. But I mean, he was on pills. For back pain because he had broke his back, but he just got hooked on them. But that night he got hit by a car. I mean, and it is what it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, he always told me he was going to die by the time he was 30, and he was 30 when he died. So maybe he knew something I didn't.
Maybe he did. I always thought I would die young, but that didn't seem to happen.
Yeah, but no, I just was wondering if they would be able to tell if they ingested it by drinking it, or if they,
maybe somebody in the chat will know. I have no clue to the answer to that one. I don't know how they, I don't know what they test or, but I just they didn't find no drugs or paraphernalia.
Yeah. Well, I'll just be looking to see if anybody can tell me. I just know they can go through the contents of your stomach and stuff. So
yeah. All right, you be good.
All right, thank you.
All right, peace. Okay, guys. There's like 600 of you in the room, and we got like 100 and some likes. I'm rage quitting. You guys do me a solid. Hit the like. Okay. Also, guys that have been following my videos for the Virginia Beach Pier, they're supposed to try to pull this car tomorrow morning. Okay, in the morning. So we might get to see that car come out the water tomorrow. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
It's Rose from Virginia.
Hey, Rose. How you doing tonight?
Well, I was just wondering if you enjoy making fun when I call.
Do I make fun when you call? Do you
enjoy it like you did the other night?
You didn't go back and listen to the replay, did you, Rose?
Of course, I always do. I have to check myself so I don't wreck myself the next time.
You got to check yourself so you don't wreck yourself.
Did you have fun with all those little gadgets on your computer while I was on the phone?
Yes, I think I did, Rose from Virginia.
Okay. Well, I called in to, check you on that.
Okay.
And, I don't care as long as it's all in good fun, right?
I'm been checked.
Okay. And I don't believe that those 3 men died simultaneously just outside.
Okay.
I think they were carried out. I think they started, not feeling well, needing air.
One of the side effects of a cocaine overdose is overheating.
Overheating?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they went outside to cool off.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. I did not know that about cocaine or anything like that.
I didn't know either. One of my viewers sent me the side effects of cocaine overdose. And that was one of them. It's body temperatures. You heat up.
Oh, yeah, and your heart goes real fast, I guess.
Heart rate speeds up. Your body temperature raises. And you feel hot. And they went outside, and I'm thinking that's what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever know, but I think we will get more
Well, Jordan
clarity.
Jordan knows what happened. The whole question is he going to tell anybody what happened? He done lawyered up.
Well, I also kind of wonder, like a lot of people have said that those three were not really drug addicts. So they, you know, they wanted to have a hell of a party that night. They were on that football team, you know, I mean, you know what I mean? And they just
Between the four of them,
didn't know.
they had 60 beers, according to the neighbor.
God.
I ain't saying
But
they
they
drank
looked like
all
they
that.
were probably used to drinking beer.
Yeah, they look like some beer
those-
drinkers.
Yeah. And they got in some shit that night that was just way too strong for their level of tolerance. Because
all
Jordan,
three of them went outside. One of them sat in a chair outside and died, and the other two were found
I know.
in the yard. I was talking to one of the viewers. She asked why was two of them dead in the yard. All three of them were dead in the yard. One was in the house. He won't.
Yeah.
All right, Rose. Well, maybe you're on to something. Maybe somebody did drag him out there and clean up the drugs in the house.
Yeah.
And didn't report it, and that would be Jordan. But I appreciate you calling in. You have a great night.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. Night, night.
Peace. Yeah, I mean, I think where's the paraphernalia? Who cleaned it up? Oh Lord, unknown caller. Here we go. Dolly.
Oh, hi, how you doing? Am I on live?
Yeah, you're on live.
Okay, yes. I'm looking, this is the first time looking at this, and I'm totally shocked about this whole situation. But what I am more shocked with is the police officers, right?
Uh-huh.
Why are you gonna go to somebody's house? There's 3 unalive bodies in the backyard, and you're not gonna take the guy, Jordan, into custody, okay? And you're gonna admit, you're gonna say, like, oh, we don't think it's a homicide. I think these cops know exactly what goes on in this house.
Uh-huh.
Because you're a cop doesn't mean you're always on the up and up. They know this house, what it does, what goes on in this house. They know this guy, but everybody knows him as the chemist. And I just think, that's what's going on. Because
Hey, don't you think it's an awful big house for a single dude?
It's a really big house. Well, that's whatever. He's a good job. Maybe he want to say have a pretty decent house or whatsoever. But maybe they call him the chemist. Maybe he's the nerdy one that everybody would go if they want something, like that. It's a nice house. Like what, 3-4 bedrooms or something?
4-bedroom house. I think it's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. So
yeah,
it's a big house for one guy.
Yeah. Okay. Some people like their space, but this is so much malarkey. I'm going back 50, 90 years saying malarkey, right? But this is so much garbage here that this guy slept all this time with noise canceling headphones on for all these hours. He didn't notice where are these guys. He didn't look in the back. He didn't look in the front. The guy's phone and wallets are there. I mean, come on. Where do you think they went? I mean, come on. They didn't go anywhere. He saw them outside. He freaked out. He didn't know. He's trying to buy time, okay, and stuff like that. Just like now he's in rehab. He's trying to buy time now too. So he can think of getting his butt out of the problem.
I agree with you 100. He's buying time. He's put his defense since the very beginning. Trying to act like he don't know what's going on, lawyering up instead of talking to the family, rehabbing instead of facing the media. So he's ducking everything. It's working so far for him, but are they going to charge him with not reporting the death? Is what I think they should charge him with. Even if he was doing drugs with him, he still didn't report it. He didn't call for no assistance for them. And I don't know in Kansas City, but I know here in Virginia that's a felony. You carry fucking almost 10 years in prison.
Well, he needs to get something, okay, because this is totally ridiculous. Mr. Chemist, Mr. Walter White, he needs to get something because this is ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, come on. These are your boys.
Pinkleton, wasn't that the guy's name in Breaking Bad? Pinkleton?
Yes. Yes.
It's like Roger White or whatever his name was and killed.
Yes. Heisenberg.
You can't have that. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, you be good.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, peace.
Bye-bye.
Dolly.
Hey, what's up?
Prices of everything.
I'm calling from Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City. Okay, don't do no drugs in Kansas City. They're tainted.
Yeah, I could imagine. I don't live too far from this house. But you know, my opinion is, you know, I don't think actually Jordan or, well, I don't know about the other guy, but I don't think Jordan did any of these drugs.
You don't?
Because I think he would have, well, passed away as well. I think it was something they did and, you know, went outside.
Maybe
and
Jordan didn't do as much as they did. Maybe they were like, we're going in for an extra field goal, and Jordan stopped at the 20-yard line.
I don't think he was a user, honestly.
Maybe he might have been the smart one and didn't do the drugs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And
that's what I'm actually.
Look, I don't do drugs, and I got a bunch of druggy friends back in the day. Now I don't associate with people that do drugs, but back in the day, I didn't care if you did drugs. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do them, but I'd still associate with you. These days, I don't even associate with you if you're on drugs. But back then,
right.
And
he didn't have any friends or anything really, and I think these were the only people that really would hang with them. And you know, he would always, you know, it was kind of like a secret party house, because from what I'm understanding,
that's what I'm thinking too. It's a secret little party place. That's why you got
the girlfriend didn't go there, right. So you know, there's been a lot of talk here of, you know, first they were saying, oh, you know, nobody did any drugs, and then they were saying,
does he have a stripper pole inside this house? That will say it all.
you know, I don't think so. I think it was just where all the guys kind of got together. I don't think women were really involved at the house. I think it was just men.
Oh, I mean, out there, man. Don't sound like no party I want to attend.
Right.
You know,
right.
I like diversity.
Right. But, you know, I mean, there's been so much, you know, allegations and, you know, stuff said against.
I think that's why they went ahead and put out the preliminary. The families leaked it, because then it ends a little bit of the speculation. Now we know that they died from the big Coca-Cola product with the big F in it. And it's sad, and maybe Jordan did it and survived because he was inside,
right?
And maybe they didn't because they were outside.
Well, see, I was thinking initially that they did it, and then they got like real hot and run outside for air. Like, you know, have you ever been like drunk and you needed to run outside for air? Like, you know, one of them type of.
I believe I've been drugged before in a bar.
Drunk.
Oh,
drunk.
I've been drunk.
And then ran outside to get like fresh air because you just like suddenly get hot. I think it was one of them type of deals. And then they just went, you know, they made it outside the door, and then boom. You know, that's how it seems.
Roxy's asking a question. Do we know for sure that F was in it? Yes, they're saying that it did contain.
Yeah.
So
3 times the. You know,
I don't know if that's true, because we would have to really wait till the levels came back on the actual toxicology report to know if it was 3 times the level.
Well, even that mix.
Just know what's in the system.
Right. Even the mix, you know, it would be, you know, the C, the F, and then the drinking.
But the internet is running with that. It's 3 times the amount it would take to kill you.
That's what I've been reading everywhere.
Yeah.
And, you know, you mix it with the C and then the drinking, and then you make like and then we don't know what else either, because they still say there's more drugs, but they haven't released what it was.
Yeah, maybe it was a cocktail. Maybe it's something Jordan mixed together. It could be a little bit of anything, you know?
Right. And I just thought, I don't know what it was that they took. I mean, and everything it was cut with, you know, and I'm just so shocked anybody would do that in this day and age. I'm just,
well,
it's really shocking.
Well,
to
people
me.
that did drugs a long time ago, they were probably getting what they bought. Back in the day when you bought cocoa, you probably got cocoa. Now you're not getting cocoa, you're getting cocoa and the big F, and it's killing people. You're not, it ain't
right.
They think they're buying one thing, but really you're buying something totally different.
Right. And see, I grew up in the 80s, and
yeah, you remember back in the day, people used to do that shit by the kilos and not die. Now they do a little bump, they dead as shit. That tells you it ain't the same thing. It ain't the same thing,
No. It's
just
completely different.
Yeah, this ain't.
And I just
what day?
I don't know.
Disco. This ain't the disco era. Club 57 or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, you be good.
Had to. Okay.
All right. Take it easy. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah, like when you buying street drugs, they're mixing that shit with all kinds of crazy drugs to make it stronger and powerful, so more people want it. And these people that do these hard street drugs, it's crazy when they know they're killing people, and then they Dolly.
Dolly, it doesn't explain how they died at the same time.
How they died at the same time is odd. I find that odd too, but they must have did about the same amount of drugs as each other. Maybe they're on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Beer for beer, line for line, until they were called in the backyard dead.
Well, but two of them were close together, and then the other one was on the lawn chair.
Here's the good thing. Here's the good thing, and this is one thing the family needs to think about too, is these dudes had the best night probably of their life that night. They went out happy. They didn't feel any pain, okay, because they were medicated. So they didn't suffer. They went peacefully, did that, and they went on a night that was really enjoyable to them. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I know
but
dead, but I'm just thinking if you're going to die, that ain't the worst way to go.
Okay. But what about the daughter? The mother said that her daughter earlier said that daddy's cold. Do you remember that interview with the mom? Daddy's cold.
That's sad.
Sad. So this was,
Okay. But, all right, sweet leaf. You be good.
No, stop. I didn't end my earthquake yet.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to make a point. The least amount of drugs I think that you could take would be the Coca-Cola.
Uh-huh. All bad. There ain't a good drug. There ain't no one drug you pick up that says this is good for you. Okay? It ain't vitamins.
Well, not these days.
Did you feel that? Did you feel that?
Don't you dare, Dolly.
Did you feel it? I feel it. Oh, it got her. It got her. It got her. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. Hey. It's Lisa B from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Lisa. How's it going? We got earthquake. There's Trimmer.
This is my favorite case. It's really getting crazy. And I want people to learn about an autopsy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. When a coroner does an autopsy, they have to check the body. Okay.
Yep.
They have a picture of a body and they have to take notes. Okay. If there's no bruises or anything in the body, you have to take blood. You have to look at the stomach contents.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at all the angles when you cut them open, check their brains, weigh their lungs, and all that. But there's no way in hell, as the family said, that they don't do drugs. Okay? The families would know if they were on drugs again. For anybody who has history, they would be able to tell because their behavior changes.
Yeah.
And that's common sense.
Yeah, but what about if they don't do drugs all the time? If you're an occasional drug user,
yeah, but think about if they have jobs and they are drug tested, it will show in their urine.
Yeah, especially
or even if they do hair follicle tests.
Especially that weed they smoke, that stays in your system a long time. And they said to me,
oh yeah, it does. Yes, it does. But I just want to say, Jordan is responsible, and so is Alex, because it's weird that he was supposed to leave at midnight, but did he? I think they died in that house, and all the bodies were carried out, and they got tired. By the time they got to the third person, like I said before, they put him in a chair. And so all of a sudden they wired up. Doesn't make sense.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the family seems to speak better of Alex than they do Jordan, but what if they, you know, they did both, they were all doing drugs together. They died and they carried them out in the back. He leaves.
Yeah, but they're still alive. That's kind of funny. It's really funny. This is what gets me.
You know, like if you do a certain amount of drugs and I don't do as much as you, you know, I might be alive and you may be dead. It's that level. Once you cross that level line, you know, and maybe Jordan stayed just right under it, you know, just enough not to die. So did Alex.
But just like I said, he did a laced their drinks, their food, and don't forget, one of them does not drink. Like I said, the family knows them better. They know the signs.
Yeah.
But like you said, who knows what they do when they're not around their families. You know?
Yeah. There's people out there, you know, like Rex Huberman. He was married and he was a serial killer. And his wife didn't know he was killing people. So he's going out all the time, killing prostitutes all over the damn country. His wife don't even know. So there's people out there that live these double and triple lives, and their family. People hide stuff. And
they sure do.
They don't do it much. It's hard to hide it if you do it every day. Your family's going to see it. But if you was just occasionally doing it during the football games and when you go out with your homeboys, yeah, that'd probably be a lot harder to notice.
Yeah, but you know, if they had children and stuff,
yeah,
I don't think they would risk doing that much.
I don't know.
That's just my opinion.
Every day.
Everything's my opinion.
I mean, people find, you know, kids find their parents dead on the floor every day from doing drugs.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So to say, hey, he wouldn't do it because he has kids. A lot of people have kids and
I know somebody.
They leave them kids behind doing drugs, you know.
That had children and they kept going back to that lifestyle and ended up dead.
Yeah, it happens. Look, hey, I appreciate you calling. You be good. Stay safe.
Thank you, Dolly. You too.
All right, peace.
Stay safe. Good night. Peace.
Yeah, guys, like especially people, don't dabble in drugs. Okay, don't dabble in it. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. Okay, leave it to the people that it's for. Like motherfuckers that live in homeless encampments and are dead on the side of the road. If you don't want that life, stay away from that stuff. Don't dabble in it, because you're the ones that don't have the tolerance for it, and what you think is back in the day ain't what it is today, and it is killing people every day across this country. And I don't want to get political and into politics about it, but there needs to be a war. And I'm talking about a war to stop certain drugs flooding into this country through certain parts of this country, right? Like, we got to take this fentanyl epidemic serious. This is killing more people than anything. Dolly. Hello.
Dolly.
Yes.
What's up?
Nothing. Chilling.
I got a question for you, and it doesn't pertain to the subject tonight.
Okay.
After you proposed to Leilani, and now you're with PJ.
Uh-huh.
What are you gonna do?
I'm Mormon.
Uh-oh.
What?
But how could you be Mormon and only have one child?
Well, I only had one kid. Wait, I can't be Mormon? I thought you get to pick your religion in this world that we live in. I thought I could change
Don't
it.
tell me that old bull got you too.
I thought I had freedom of religion in this country.
Well, you do, but I'm just wondering. I don't want to see you hurt PJ.
Oh, I don't think I have to worry about that because I don't think Leilani's getting out anytime soon. Her court ain't the 2025.
But if she did, what would you do?
Well, then we would have to come, you know, I'm going to have to spend extra money on 2 rings.
Surely not. You mean a ring for your nose and a ring for PJ's finger?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. You know,
good answer.
Do you know I did not make that sign, right? You know that, right?
Well, who did?
The lady, okay, who made the sign was Billy Joe. Her boyfriend, her old boyfriend, his new wife made it.
And you carried it.
Well, she brought it to me and gave it to me.
And you stuck it on the wall in your office.
Yeah, it's still right here. It's on my wall in the office.
Even with PJ in the picture.
It was a joke. It was never serious. I wasn't trying to marry a baby killer. It was a joke.
Well, you sure acted like you were.
Did I bring her flowers? Did I give her a ring? Did I get down on one knee?
I don't know. Did you?
I did.
Did you?
You took that serious? You took that serious for real?
Any woman takes a marriage proposal serious.
I didn't propose. It was a sign that had her name spelled wrong. You got to spell the name.
Know how to spell her name.
That was Leilani. I was trying to marry Leilani, which is a totally different person.
Can you spell PJ?
I can spell PJ.
Spell it.
P-J.
Oh, you're so good. I'm going to let you off now.
See, I can spell it.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. But I got one other thing to say now about the case.
Okay.
The subject tonight.
All right.
You know, the bigger a person is, the more they can drink.
Yeah.
So you can't really say they did drink for drink. See what I'm saying? Because if it's like one of them is smaller, he appears to be smaller, thinner.
Uh-huh.
So his level would be lower, you know? The bigger guys could drink more or partake of more.
Maybe. I don't think that's always necessarily the case. Because if you was a big guy and say you drank one beer and I drank one beer and they did our blood alcohol level content, it would be the same.
But then if the more you drink, the more it's going to show.
You might be able to handle it better because you're bigger, but you're still at the same blood alcohol level as a smaller person.
You think?
Yeah, a shot is a shot. No matter if you're 300 pounds or you're 100 pounds, you just drink a shot. Drink 2 of them, it's DUI. It don't matter if you're 300 pounds or 20 pounds. It's the same.
What if you drink 3 of them?
I mean, the bigger you are, of course, the more you can drink. But every time you drink one, your alcohol level is going up. It ain't going down because you're big. Alcohol affects everybody the same. It's the same level. It may have a different effect on the person handling it, but the level of alcohol is exactly the same.
But what if you drink 3, and because you're a smaller guy, and
it would, I would physically have a stronger effect from it, possibly. Yes.
Exactly.
But if we got pulled over, our alcohol levels would be the same. You drink 3 drinks, I drink 3 drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I don't.
So we agree on that, and we agree on PJ and Leilani, right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep you straight.
Okay.
I think PJ would be
Freedom of religion in this country.
The best choice.
Awesome. I do too. That's why I keep her around.
Okay. Put a ring on it.
All right. Peace.
Prove what you're saying. Peace.
Peace. Lady, you trying to marry me off, lady? Okay. Yeah, if you drink, it don't matter how big you are when you drink. Bigger people may have a better tolerance for people, more body weight. But then again, if you don't drink and you get a little person, I've seen little tiny people that could drink like a fish that just had a tolerance for alcohol like no other. Not me. I drink, like, say I was Karen Reed, she drank 7 vodkas and sodas. I'd run everybody on the block over. Okay. Most likely the cop, I'd wreck into the cop car, you know, like, I don't drink, so it don't take me 7 drinks. I drink 2 drinks. I'm like, whoa, who made the room start moving? Now I do drink. I just very rarely drink. It has to be like Kansas City game or something, but I ain't doing none of that cocoa with these dudes, but I drink like that. It has to be something to celebrate. It has to be like I'm out and it's like I don't drink at dinner. I don't have beer in the fridge. I'm just not a drinker. More of a smoker. You know, I like to relax and chill. I don't like to be like, I don't know. Plus beer, I don't really like to drink anyway. When I drink, I tend to drink liquor because beer fills me up. It's like, I don't know. I get all bloated and shit. I want to just catch a little buzz. So I usually drink like, depends on how much of a buzz I want to catch, like drinking. Usually if I'm trying to maintain and not get tore up from the floor up, I'll drink like little vodkas and cranberry. If I'm trying to get tore up from the floor up, then I'll start drinking them Jaeger bombs. And then it's done from there. You might as well pick a jail cell at that point because I'm going. So I try to space that out. Okay. I try to space it way out. Plus, the older I've gotten, my body does not handle alcohol very well whatsoever. Not the day I drink it. Like maybe when when I'm drinking it, I'm good. But the next day, it takes the worst toll on my body. I mean, I'm sick. I'm always throwing up now. Like, I drink anything. I know the next day I'm throwing up. I'm going to be in the bathroom throwing up. So it just don't sit well in my body. It don't make me feel good. And I mean, for days, like, I'll be like, I'd go out drinking one night. And I mean, you know, just a good little drink, gets a little buzz. I'll be sick for like 3 days. So I just be like, man, I weigh it out these days. Do I want to feel like crap for the next 3 days if I drink this? And I'm like, nah. So I hardly ever drink. And here's another thing about drinking. If you're drinking, you're more free willing to do drugs. You know, I hate to say it, alcohol is a gateway drug, but alcohol has made a lot of people make bad fucking decisions. Let's be honest. Drinking has led people down a lot of bad paths because they say weed is a gateway drug. I say alcohol is the biggest gateway drug to hard drugs because people get all drunk and the boy got pulled something out and you're like, oh yeah, let me jimmy, you know, and then everybody's uses the same excuse. Oh, I'm just doing this to sober up. No, you're just doing that because you're a fucking drug addict. Okay. You can sober up with some coffee, but you chose cocaine. All right, there's other ways to sober up. Go sit your ass over there and sit down for 4 hours. You'll be sober, right? And look, because I was in the music world, I've seen so many people do so many drugs and use so many excuses for the drugs they do. Every excuse you can think of. Man, my tooth hurts, man. I can't get to the dentist, so I'm doing this heroin. What? You know what I'm saying? What? You know, I've heard everything. Yeah, man, my leg is broke. Like, dude, you're walking. You know what I'm saying? You're walking around. I've heard especially for cocaine, I've heard every excuse you could humanly come up with for why people are doing cocaine. Like, why is there 4 people in the bathroom stall? Right? I just want to piss. You can't go to the bar. You can't get in the bathroom. It's like, dude, man, come on, just let me piss. Do your cocaine on the sink. Okay? Do it at everybody knows you're on drugs. You might as well just sit at the bar and do it. Can I piss? You know, that's how it is when you go to a club these days. It's real. Okay. oh, I'm just trying to sober. I can't go home drunk with my wife. But you can go home drugged out your goddamn mind. You know what I'm saying? Eyes this big like a damn. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And then, you ever seen them drug addicts that need drugs because they done drugs? That's another one. Like, oh, well, yeah, man, I did all this C, so I'm going to take these Xans so I could go to sleep. Well, motherfucker, if you hadn't did all the coke, you could go to sleep, okay? You could actually, you wouldn't need all that. And then when you get up, oh man, I'm all groggy from them Xans. I had to go to the meth lab. Like, so you just one drug to another drug to another drug. Like, make it make sense. But this is the world we live in. Just say no, people. Just say no. Stick to the things that ain't known to kill people. That's what I say. Everything will kill you, but some things kill you a lot faster. Stay away from them things that kill you a lot faster. That's all I can say here. That's all I can preach. You know, people are going to do what they're going to do, and they ain't going to quit until they want to quit. And the problem with that is most people don't quit till they're dead. Like all my friends, they're dead. There's just only a couple of them alive. Thank God, right? But a good majority of these people are dead. Most of them didn't live to see 40 years old. It's sad. It's sad. Ain't no buzz in the world worth the buzz I get from waking up every day. This is the greatest feeling in the world to me, is just to be alive. Why would you want to mask that living life? I know people got bad lives and shit, but you know, like Joe Dirt would say, life is what you make it. Make yourself a good life, and that's it. You don't need that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to elevate your life if your life is good. And if you're trying to hide your scars, as soon as you stop doing those drugs, them scars are going to reappear. Drugs never heal anything. They just hide it. And then when you stop, them scars are still there. You got to heal them scars a different way. And drugs ain't the way to do it. Guys, I got to get ready to get out of here. Thank you for everybody. Make sure y'all drop some comments after this and like the video. It's really been helping in the algorithm. You're supposed to pull the car maybe out the water in the morning. So I got to be out there at like 6:30 when the sun comes up. So I'm going to get a little bit of sleep so I can get out there for that. So I'll be live with you guys at 6:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, because I don't want to miss them pouring the car out. So they're saying the boats are on the way. And so most likely they're going to do it early. They ain't going to do it when there's a million people out there. That's why I want to go early, is because I got a feeling they're going to try to do it early. But then again, they can wait till it's nice and bright where it's, you know, I don't know, but we're going to be there for it to see what goes on. I got my drone charged up. I got cameras ready to go, all that stuff. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Be good. Be safe. Dolly loves you. Until then, later.